All right, here we are. Wow. Uh, Unarguably the biggest, most anticipated sports related event of this week. Excited to do this video once again. I was looking at my past videos and I realized I didn't have one from last year. So I made a drink, I jogged my memory, and I remembered that I didn't make a video last year. I must have been so busy or just didn't give a shit. So I didn't do it. And then I remembered that I did a live draft over text where I still rolled the balls and I had the names and everything. And so I got the draft ordered. It was all good to go. And then on draft day, Noah went and established a brand new draft order. So lesson learned for me on that. I should not just forego the video. So here I am, back again in the twilight. For the droners out there, we're entering the civil twilight period of the evening in the beautiful town of Delafield. We're going to kick this thing off. And a real quick recap on 2024. Our champion was none other than Rowdy Ryan Sanger Tellez Jr. He beat Eric Pappas in the championship 216.2 to 97.65, which is the largest margin of victory in any fantasy championship game ever. That's unconfirmed, but it's what it says here. Total ass beating. And in the semifinal, Sanger also rung up 200 plus on me. So he went back-to-back 200 plus in the championship. So where Ryan and I are from in West Dallas, we would say he's playing with a paper asshole. I have no idea what that actually means, but I know it's good. It's a good thing to have. So good for him. We always got to shout out, who got last place last year. And if you didn't follow the league at all, I bet you can probably guess who it was. You're correct if you said it was Chris Bailey. He finished last. It wouldn't be a fantasy draft lottery video without me taking at least one shot at Bales. But don't worry, buddy. This is the beginning of the video. I'm sure I'll get another one in before it's all said and done. So thank you, Chris. And just to mention, he finished last despite Eddie, maybe not setting his lineup one time the entire year. Eddie was still able to finish higher than Bailey in the regular season standings. New to the league this year, Chief Steve Thompson has decided to step down, and filling his spot is Mike Sadie. Sadie, what I can say about him is he's got 1 million kids, enough to field his own fantasy football team with his children alone, but he said instead he's going to draft actual football players to fill out his roster, so we appreciate that. And we also appreciate him taking the time out of his busy life to handle this free league. I know it's a lot of stress and a lot of time. So we really appreciate him finding the time to do this, because it is a grind, you guys. One more thing I have acquired, thanks to the New Berlin IT departments, I have acquired some video editing software. So I'm going to try to actually edit this video. So if you see me going like this, that means a graphic is supposed to appear here. If it doesn't, it means that I either don't know how or I ran out of time. So I'm going to try to do some editing so that, we're really advancing this shit. All right, that's enough for me. I'm sure you're dying to get into the lottery itself. So as you know, I have printed off all of your names. They are in this Heartland Hawks hat here. Go Hawks. I will draw a name, and then I will roll the balls, and whichever ball comes out of the machine is the pick that person will have. So, without further ado, let's kick this shit off. Our first name is Eric Pappas. Pappas is a good dude. Got a lot of number one picks. Mom makes some dynamite snacks at the PD, keeping everybody fat. Wow, it already grabbed the ball. We're just going to go with it. It didn't mix them up a ton. But it is pick number 12, Eric. So you get back-to-back. That's not so bad. I know your run of number one picks came to an abrupt ending last year, so Sorry about that. I'm actually not sorry whatsoever. All right, let's move on. Oh, yours truly. Let's see what I get. I usually don't get a very good pick. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Man, I don't know if I shuffle these things at all. There's 11. So I'm going to draft right in front of Pappas. And so if there's a player you really want, maybe let me know and we can work something out. All right. Let's pick up the action here. This is boring. All right, our newcomer, Mike Sadie, loves machines, loves motors. No, I'm sorry. I didn't look at this one. We're going to mix this up. There we go. Give her a good mix. All right, Mike, what's it going to be? What's it going to be, buddy? Now doesn't want to grab anything. Got one. We have, man, all that shuffling, don't matter. You pulled number 10. We're going in reverse order. All right, a lot of good picks left on the board. Hold on, time out. All right, moving on. Spitza. Let's see what we got, Evan. Give her a good mix. All right, we shook it up a little bit, but not a very good pick, pal. I got number 8, if you can't see it, which is known as the least desirable pick in the entire draft. Man, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all these good picks left. Next up, Commissioner Noah, late shift captain. You know what happens on late shift, Noah? Not a lot. Got a lot of time for fantasy football, making roster moves. I know that's benefited Sanger in the past. Man, still getting them high picks, Noah. You got number 9. Sorry, pal. Noah, though, I appreciate you running this league every year. You're making a lot of advancements. We're moving along. All right, Chief. You're up. Whitetail Freaks. You know, I don't have the stats and all that in front of me this year, but I don't know if the Whitetail Freaks have ever won it. I don't know if they have. This might be the year. It might be. Not horrible, but not that great. Number 5 for the Chief. All right, onward and upward. Kegs. All right, say a quick something about Kegs. So Kegs was I'm gonna try to quote Eddie here, but I know I'm gonna misquote him. But Kegs is a new late shift sergeant, and so he's worked really hard to the point where he's gotten promoted. And what Eddie always said is, you work hard to get promoted, so that you work hard to get promoted, so you don't have to work hard. Well, Kegs, you've reached that point in your career where you don't have to work hard anymore. So now you no longer have any excuses for these brutal finishes in fantasy football. I'm actually not sure where you finished last year, but you got all night long, my friend, to do research, make roster moves, set your lineup. So I expect a high finish. And I'm going to make it real easy for you. You got the first pick. You are on the clock as of this moment. Do not screw this up. Okay. Okay, we're moving on to the champ. Sanger. Newly acting sergeant, Ryan Sanger. He might be acting like a sergeant, but he is legit fantasy footballer, 2 straight championships, and he's going to follow Kegs, his co-sergeant, with the second pick. Not bad, Ryan. Okay, we're down to the last few. We got 4 left. The 3rd, 4th, 6th, and 7th picks are remaining. Clev is a fantasy legend. He's into the twilight of his career, both SWAT and law enforcement in general. Looking forward to retiring on a beach somewhere. And I guarantee I'm going to come visit him. All right, Clef. I thought I pulled a second one, but it's actually 7. Pretty undesirable. Doesn't matter for you. You will figure something out. I guarantee it. All right, 3, 4, and 6 remain. The money man, Edwin Encarnacion. Doesn't set his lineup that often. Doesn't need to. He has luck on his side. And I'm seeing a big year for Ed. Economy's looking good. Up North House is looking good. He's got a lot of things going for him. He's got a good pick. Number 3. Do something with it, Ed. 2 more. We got Bales. Bales finally makes it to day shift. Proud of him. And Bales, you're either going to get the 4th pick or the 6th pick. I know which one you want, but I can't guarantee it, my friend. There's enough time. I don't know how long it's going to take for it to pull a ball. You might be able to call me and bribe me in the time this takes to actually grab them. In the last 2, man, it's always, here it goes. It's always a struggle for this thing in the last couple. Bales, sorry, you have the 6th pick in this draft. And that means, and I'm going to pull the paper just to confirm that Gmo should have the 4th. Indeed. Gmo, at least a 4-time champ. He 4-peated one time. He's going to have the 4th pick. All right. Let's recap. I've been on the mules lately. That's a paramule. Good shit. All right, here's the recap. Kegs, number 1. Sanger 2. Eddie is 3. Gmo is picking number 4. The Chief is in the 5th spot. Bales is 6th. Clef 7th. Spitz at 8. Noah 9. Sadie 10. I am 11. And Pappas rounds it out with pick number 12. The draft is this Sunday morning, 8 p.m., right here at the crib downstairs. We're going to have some bloodies and some bagels and some other good shit. Be here, be square. See you then. Peace!